entertain this shit. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? How was your weekend? Mine was great. I got a new swing put out here that's super cool. I get to look out over the nice backyard. I hung out with my dad. It's great. I did a live card reading from Facebook yesterday. I was grounded from Facebook for like 28 days. This is Facebook rehab. Hey, Sunny. What up, my girl? Thank you. Yes. I just watched The Suicide Squad the other day, so I'm feeling it, right? I'm super feeling it. All right. I had a lot of fun last night doing the live tarot card reading. It had been a minute, and I think it went really well. It's crazy how that shit like works. Lacey, are you here? It is a little big on me, though. I will say that. Maybe I just need to do that tie in the back. I'm not young enough to pull that shit off anymore. I'm just waiting for some people to join. Say hi if you're here, because I don't know who's here unless you say hi to me. Don't be rude. Your card was on point last night? Yeah, man. Blows me away. Like, blows me a fucking way. I don't get it. I'm not going to pretend like I get it. I don't get it. Hey, Paula! Yay! I don't know. That's what came up. Okay. Oh, Paula, I did find out that it was you that made the $5 donation yesterday to my PayPal account. So thank you. I love you. All right. So yes, this is a money challenge that we're doing. However, it is good. Hey, Shamika, what's up? It's good for, like, if you're just joining Paula for the first time, you can start in the middle here. And where's Lacey? Hold on. Uh-oh. I just got a message from her. Oh, Lacey doesn't have access to the comment box, but she is here. Are you in YouTube jail? What happened? What happened? Okay. Well, I mean, I read the comments anyway, so you can just message me through here, Lacey. Lacey Cakes. She's been helping me a lot get some shit together, so I'm super grateful. Thank you, Lacey. And so, hey, yeah. So even if this is your first time popping in, totally okay, because all of these chapters you can use at any time to create manifesting. To begin manifesting. This is why you shouldn't smoke before you go live, but it'll make it more interesting, hopefully. So last one was all about upping your value, and we were supposed to write at least 15 things that we loved about ourselves and that we thought added value, and then things that you could do to become a student of life, ways to invest in yourself and up-level your value to become a money magnet. I'm doing that by taking classes, taking a lot of classes, a lot. I'm studying a lot, which is good because I like studying. So that's what I'm doing to add value to myself and thus become a money magnet. Magnet? I don't know. Accents come up sometimes. Okay. Alrighty then. Here we go. Nope. Sorry, Lacey. Didn't mean to call you. Okay. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend, right? I hope you all had a great weekend and are ready to manifest some awesomeness, because this shiznit works. Like Lacey and I were talking yesterday, I've been barely doing it. I'm not going to lie. I've been like just doing enough to say I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying? But haven't been taking the extra time. And I already manifested the $1,000. It was for my dad's fundraiser. Boop. Went right in there. What? I don't know. We're not even done with the challenge yet. So I am going to take a break off at the end of this cycle. I'm going to take a week off and then I'm going to start it again. So, and then I'm going to do it in the Metaphysical Misfit group live from Facebook if I'm not in fucking Facebook jail. Okay. Shamika, I am doing several challenges. This one, I'm also doing a 30 manifestation challenge and a 7-day love yourself challenge. That's one of the things that I want to do is do a self-love challenge in the group, because I think that's when everything really shifted. Was like as soon as I started to love myself, everything else has shifted. Everything. It's great. I love it. Woo woo. I don't know why I'm really feeling this today. You know? Anyway. Hey, sister, soul, sister. All right. Day 17. Squashing limiting beliefs. So basically, I read to y'all. And then this one is the lengthy one. And then I will post the pictures of the pages in the closed Metaphysical Misfit group. That way you can talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so let me get my water, because it is a few pages today, y'all. Hope you don't get tired of hearing my voice. All right. Hey, gorgeous soul, I have a question for you. Do you desire to become insanely rich, a millionaire, a billionaire perhaps? Live a life of freedom, be able to cruise down the Caribbean on the regular with your family, open up a charity, and retire your parents? I sound like an infomercial right now. Yes. Wait, yes? Let me read it right. Yes, but what about that little voice inside your head that keeps repeating, rich people are greedy in your head? I don't repeat that anymore. I did. I don't. What about the voice that keeps saying, you have to be a slave to money in order to earn enough of it? All right, I might have to work on that. I might want to work on it. Today is the day that we knock out some, if not all, of your limiting beliefs around money. As a mindset coach, I love doing this work with my clients. She really did write it like that. That's not my flair. She really did write it like that. You see, consciously, we're aware of what's going on. We know we have a crazy story around money. We can damn well see it's taking a toll on our finances. But subconsciously, we can't stop seeing money as dirty. We heard our entire lives that rich people are greedy and money is hard to earn. So therefore, we don't want to become slaves. And there's no way in hell we want to be labeled as greedy. Fair. So we remain stuck. This is when self-sabotage kicks in. We consciously strive for more money, but somehow miss the boat when it comes to receiving it. Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, Kathrin. Fucking sucks. What if I told you there was an easy way to fix this? In fact, what if I told you I can help you eliminate a limiting belief in under 20 minutes? What? That's what I'd say. What? I have a clear written out limiting belief squashing step-by-step process that I regularly take myself and my clients through if we ever come across any resistance to money. I'm so excited right now, you guys. So excited. I'm so excited for this. I'm ready. I'm ready. Promotion. My hair is like, fuck you. Limiting beliefs can be limiting beliefs can be right in front of our noses, or they can be hidden really deep inside of us. The thing to remember about limiting beliefs is that they are just beliefs that limit us in some way, shape, or form. They hold us back from taking action. They're the reason we procrastinate. They're the reason we never grow the balls to make the phone call, to get in front of potential client, to get up on stage, to quit our jobs, and to start a business. Beliefs are just thoughts that we keep thinking to ourselves over and over again. In order to change the belief, we must find the source or the initial thought and consciously replace it with a new thought. This new thought is the opposite thought that we find to be way more empowering and freeing. Then all we have to do is turn to the new empowering thought into an empowering belief by thinking it repeatedly. All that limiting beliefs are just stories. The stories are a bunch of bullshit fed to us by someone else or society in general at some point in our lives. Start telling yourself a new story, and your reality will begin to reflect the new story. It is truly as simple as that. That's basically what I'm saying when I'm telling everyone to choose thoughts that bring relief, you know? And an example of how we can subconsciously create blocks and obstacles for ourselves, and I talk about it a lot in the videos, is how I didn't realize that while I was trying to play it safe, I was holding myself back from doing what will make me the abundance of money that I want, you know? So I played it small. I didn't put myself in the spotlight. I wasn't doing videos. I was sharing, maybe writing stuff, but I wasn't like really sharing me. I was regurgitating information, which I guess I'm doing now, but I'm adding my flair to it. And, and yeah, so by me, because I was like, no, if I put myself out there, I'll be attacked. That was my story. That was the story I was telling myself. And as soon as I realized that that was holding me back from the money that I wanted, I was like, oh, well, fuck that. Get that shit out of the way. Okay, I'll be big. If that's what I'm supposed to do, then I'll be big. And that's when I started making these videos and talking like about my own journey and stuff like that. And indeed, it is manifesting the money, even if it's $5 donations at a time. Thank you so much again, Paula. And yeah, so if you're having a hard time figuring out like what it is, that's what healing sessions with me are for. Also, I'm doing DNA activations for free as a love gift. Basically, it dusts off your pineal gland and accelerates your awakening process, which might be kind of brutal at times, I'm not gonna lie, but it's better for the rest of us, right? Hurting me. That's gross. Okay, so the 8-step process to squashing any limiting belief. 1, identify the limiting behavior that is holding you back. Are you procrastinating, hesitating, afraid of taking action, self-sabotaging? Isolate, that was 1. Number 2 is isolate the underlying limiting belief. What do you have to believe to be true in order to keep repeating the same limiting behavior? Wait, what? Aren't those the same thing? I don't know. Maybe you guys got it. I'm gonna have to read that again later. Number 3 is go back in time, and when you first developed the thought that led you to your belief. Did you see something as a child? Did someone tell you something? Did you experience something that you assumed was the way that it was in the world? What is the source of the belief? Number 4 is ask yourself what the benefits have been of holding on to this belief. How has holding on to this belief served you? Trust me, it is serving you in some way if you keep believing it and you want to uncover this. That was a big shift for me with my physical healing when it's not always comfortable to look at it. The truth was, I was continually telling myself I was sick because I didn't know how to get what I needed from others without having an excuse. I had been sick my whole life when I was a child, and I went through a period of time where I was told I was just looking for attention, or I was making it up, or I was being really dramatic. There was all of this stuff going on. And so for me, I got the message that, oh, I'm not allowed to need things. And honestly, I can see still recently I've been revisiting that. And so when we don't feel comfortable asking for our needs to be met, we will still find ways to make this happen. And some of us, will make ourselves sick to be seen, or we'll make ourselves sick so that other people will take care of us the way we want to be taken care of. Or maybe, another thing was I was trying to take care of everybody and I wasn't taking care of myself. So I got chronic fatigue syndrome, which gave me an excuse that I could rest and nobody could give me any shit about it. You know what I mean? And that's not all of it. That's not the only reason why I was experiencing like manifestations of Lyme and all of this stuff. And I still have some, stuff I'm working through. It's always a process. It's more than that, but that's a part of it. There's a payoff. Every time there's a payoff. And it might not be a positive payoff, like to us, For example, when we get in abusive relationships, it usually is because it's mimicking a cycle that we were in whenever, we were children and what we saw going on with our parents. And so even though we know it's abusive, we'll get involved because the chaos is familiar, it's comfortable. So it's one of those things where, I found it was hard for me to look deep down inside of myself and take ownership over the fact that my thoughts, my beliefs, what I was choosing to believe was continuing to make me sick and sick and sicker and sicker. And then I got to the point where I was like, I'm no longer willing to accept these consequences. I'm over this shit, and then I'll take a step. So look really deep down, this is the shadow work. All right. Ask yourself, yep, we already had that. Okay, number 5, ask yourself what the consequences, as I was just saying, have been of holding on to this belief. What have you missed out on because of this belief? How painful are these consequences to you, and how ready are you to change them? My kids would sit there and they would be so sad that I couldn't wrestle and play with them anymore. I went through a time where my hands, I couldn't have anybody touch them. I walked around like this, and my kids I couldn't even hug my kids. And they would say, I miss when you could play with me, Mom. I miss when we could wrestle, and I was just, it got painful enough where I was like, I want to wrestle with my kids again. And now we wrestle. Listen, Lucas is getting big. I got to let him know Mom can still hold it down. So number 6 is there any ultimate truth to this belief, or is it just a story? Find as many reasons as you can to prove to yourself the falsehood of this limiting belief. Dig into your experiences for this and see what you can dig out. And number 7 is, what would the universe, God, or whatever you believe in, tell you about this belief? Can you see how this belief is doing nothing but limiting you from living your truth, from aligning with your divine abundance and money flow? What is the actual truth about this? And Katie Byron, she Byron Katie, she has a 4-step process. And number 1 is it true? Because we'll tell ourselves things and we'll totally be like, yeah, this is true. And then as soon as you're like, is it true? And you're like, well, maybe there's a little bit of an exaggeration. You know? Number 8, choose a new thought and create a new story that empowers you. It's a choice, guys. It's a choice. Pause when agitated. Become present in your moment. Be aware that you are manifesting a future vibration, right? And if you want to have a better experience than the one you're in now, you sure shit want to be held in a higher vibration, you know? And so tell yourselves the truth about it. Be in the moment. When we're in a place where like we're adding shit to it, understand that we're adding our trauma to it. And then we're having to keep that trauma active in the future vibration. So it's just going to keep cycling through. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you remember Susan Powers. Stop the insanity. Like fucking for real. Stop the insanity. Stop. Think. Listen. And then make a decision. You know what I mean? You just got Done the Work by Byron Katie. Oh, it's so powerful. And there's another one, and she had a YouTube channel, or not YouTube. She had a Netflix special. Damn it. She's the other one, and she's the whole one that brought up what story am I telling myself? And when she gets in a discussion with her partner, the first thing they say is, the story I'm telling myself right now is that you don't love me, blah, blah, blah. So to help you get a clear idea of how I use this limiting belief squashing process, here's an example of one of my biggest limiting beliefs around money that I had around the time that I started to do major money mindset work. Limiting behavior. Working nonstop, about 18 hours a day, feeling like if I stopped working, the money flow would just stop. I can use some help with that. Number 2, money only comes, this is the limiting belief, money only comes from hard work and struggle. Number 3, the source. I remember watching my parents struggle, working nonstop to support us as a young immigrant family. I kept hearing the phrase, if you work really hard, you will be successful, over and over again. This thought played on repeat, and it eventually became a belief. I ended up only receiving money from hard work and struggle. The benefit. The benefits of holding on to this belief are that it would always keep me productive. I will always feel like I need to keep working, and thus I will get a lot of shit done. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. The consequences of this belief is that I will encounter burnout. Yep. Long before I even make the kind of money that I want. In fact, I'm already experiencing burnout and am tired of working. Not only am I still broke, but I'm tired too. I feel lost and exhausted. I'm missing out on all of the fun of life, and I am just over it. Right? Yeah. Word. That is how I am feeling. This is definitely a story. I have watched some of my friends earn money by doing really easy work, working only 20 hours a week. I have run into online entrepreneurs who earn most of their money through passive income. I've heard of investors who live off of their investments traveling around the world, and I hardly work at all. I can see how there is no truth in my limiting belief. The perspective of the universe. This is one of the things that we do in theta healing. We can, because sometimes when we're manifesting, we may not be able to manifest exactly what we want because we've never felt it. For me, it was safety. So when I was trying to manifest safety, I was manifesting my fucked up ideas of what safety what safety is based on past experiences. So I would create, passive aggressiveness in my life and like all of these things, So what we do is we can like download the universe's concept of safety. And that's what we did with my healing. We downloaded the concept of safety. And then immediately after that came the money that I had been playing small, trying to keep myself safe, which was a fucked up concept that I had from when I was younger, projecting in the future. And then as soon as I realized that, now boom, like for real. The universe would tell me to start detaching work from money. The universe would tell me to slow down and be purposeful with my work. I am a child of God or the universe or whatever source energy, whatever you like, and deserve all the abundance in the world. Money doesn't come from hard work. It is a flow of energy that we just want to turn into and attract into our lives. Money comes through the value we put out in the world. The truth is that money is an unlimited resource that's always flowing my way. I can choose to work hard or hardly at all. I will keep receiving money no matter what because I am already infinitely valuable to the world. The new thought or truth. Money is an unlimited source that is always flowing my way through expected and unexpected channels, regardless of how many hours of work I put in. Do you see how this process works? It's actually so easy to reframe every single story we keep telling ourselves as soon as we figure out the source. It really is. It's just exhausting to sit there and monitor every single thought that comes in your head. So people that are just starting to do the wake up process, I remember me too. I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired, And like, that's the other thing too, is our perspective on even being tired or depressed will matter because, society will say, oh, you're depressed. It's a bad thing. Go and take a bunch of pills. And when really your body might be going into a period of deep rest because you're getting ready to do a lot of, energetic work or, chronic fatigue too. What if it's just communication that you're supposed to sleep? It's time to rest, but because we're indoctrinated that physical manifestations are bad, first of all. And also, like, if we think it's a good thing, then it'll end up being a good thing. And I know it's hard to believe that, but it will bring you more relief in the moment, which slowly helps you raise your vibration. If you're constantly choosing these tiny little steps towards relief, just little by little, you'll be raising your vibration and you'll have a better experience, So, want a fun update? It's been 2 entire years since I worked through this limiting belief at the time. I was working literally 18 hours a day, drowning $25,000 in debt, and making about $400 a week. Clearly, the time for money exchange was already a little out of whack here. Today, I spend about 2 to 3 hours a day working, seeing clients, creating new content for www.manifestationbabe.com, and earn over $200,000 of my monthly income as a passive income. What? Wait, $200,000 of monthly income? Monthly. $200,000 monthly. Sign me the fuck up. I work significantly less, yet I have never been more financially free. The hours worked equal money earned equation was a complete fluke. It was just a rule I had created for myself that manifested into my reality. I'm so excited because I know how to do this work too. Sweet. I am about to go on vacation. All y'all better get ready for me to come visit. I'm sprucing up the camper. I'm buying a nice van that can pull my camper. That way it'll be like a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm ready. Woo! That makes me feel excited inside. Are you excited? I am so fucking excited. Are you ready? I am ready. All right, this shit really works. Eliminate what's holding you back, and your life takes shape around the new story you create. It's not magic, it's manifesting. Comme ci, comme ça. Does that mean, is that the right, see? I don't know that that's the right phrase. I know. I used to have a shirt that said, you say tomato, I say fuck you. All right, so use the space below to take yourself through my limiting belief squashing process. You can repeat this process on as many limiting beliefs that you hold around money as needed. But for today, let's focus on one big one. Sometimes it helps to meditate beforehand to identify what it is that we need to work through. Need is actually, not to be, a snob, but need is limiting wording. Just saying. Obviously, it didn't affect her if she's making $200,000 monthly. Feel free to give yourself 10 minutes to relax and listen to your gut. And then it goes through, the questions. And I will post these pages in the closed group Metaphysical Misfits, and we can have discussion there in the comments. And this stuff is like what I'm like. I know I haven't been really writing things down all of the time. I've been kind of doing them in my head. I've still definitely been seeing the benefit of just doing it like that. So I imagine when I do the next course and I'm really writing everything down and staying on top of it, I'm excited to see what I'll manifest. This time I am manifesting, I am going to write a workbook because everybody's told me I should write a book. You should write a book. You should write a book. I'm just like, I'm not going to write a book. And then I ended up having neurological damage all up in here. And so I actually couldn't write for years. And just recently, like I was able to write 2 whole pages without my hands like shaking, because I used to get like that, or my hand would cramp. And I've been being told recently to, like, my messages from Spirit are to write a workbook. And I'm like, I don't know how to write a workbook. Well, these are things that I did. Maybe not in this particular order, but mine has more to do with, like, I worked with the 12 spiritual laws of the universe. And it's all one and the same. It's so freaking cool. So I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can write this out. And so I've been planning that. But what's even super awesomer is that I've been watching YouTube videos on how to become a motivational speaker. I want to travel speaking. I want to speak to kids, teenagers, and give the message that you can choose love in the face of adversity. And I want to speak with adults about, overcoming trauma and stuff like that. And one of the things you have to be able to do is to walk people through your process. So I'm going to write a workbook, and that will be passive income. And then I am also going to use that as a platform to go and do some speaking. I am so excited. I am excited because it is happening. It is on. I am so pumped up. I'm so pumped up, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad we're going through this together. I'm excited to see what you guys have been manifesting in the comments. You can put it on here if you're watching a replay, or you can put it on here either way. But I'm more responsive to Facebook comments. Tell me how it's going for you if you've been doing it. You know, what are you guys seeing manifesting, or like learning, realizing what epiphanies. But yeah, so do your homework, and tomorrow we'll go over day 18. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh my God. All right, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll share all that stuff. You know, all that stuff. And oh yeah. So just in case, don't forget that I sell Hempworks. It's bright as fuck, so you can't even see that shit, can you? It's amazing. Anti-inflammatory, organic, vegan, sustainably grown, FDA approved, Hemp Association certified, 100% oil, sustainably grown in the US, vegan, never tested on animals. It's the shit. So if you need CBD oil, I'm your girl. Come to me. Help me. Help you. Help me. All right, you guys have a great day. Be silly.